The Temple in Jerusalem. The Temple in Jerusalem was important in the religious life of the Jews. Herod's greatest building project was the rebuilding of the Temple in Jerusalem. He doubled the size of the platform on which the old temple stood. The temple was an extremely busy place, visited by thousands of Jews each day. Various activities took place at the temple, including many animal sacrifices. The activities included daily offerings and also special sacrifices brought by individuals in thanksgiving or completing a Nazirite vow. The large courtyard surrounding the temple complex served many purposes. There, one could find teachers of the law with their students. Also, there were tables and stalls where pilgrims could buy animals for sacrificing. Or they could exchange the money they had brought from their native countries. Large collection boxes in the shape of a ram's horn were located in 13 areas around the temple. Here the people could deposit their donations for the temple. The temple complex was controlled by the high priest and the Sadducees. In addition to worship in the temple, Jesus could also go to a synagogue near his home. By the time of the New Testament, synagogues were quite common in many parts of the Roman Empire. For the Jews, synagogues played an important role in the life of the community. They were the centers for religious and social activity. Synagogues are mentioned frequently in the Gospels and in the book of Acts. This picture shows the ruins of a typical synagogue. Frequently, the entrance of a synagogue faced Jerusalem. The open space in the middle was divided by supporting columns. Benches were located along 3 or 4 of the walls, but most of the worshipers would stand. In the New Testament times, men and women were not separated during worship. A table, often made of stone, stood at one end of the open center. On this table, a scroll of the books of Moses was laid. In the first century synagogue, the primary activity was reading of Scripture. Any Jewish man could be called upon to read. The reader stood while reading Scripture, but could sit down while he preached or taught.